Okay, so good afternoon or almost evening, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully y'all can hear me. And this should be fairly short, unless you have some questions. We're just gonna kind of go through the overview for the boot camp in case there's some people that don't know about the boot camp that we offer usually twice a year. So this is our fall session that we're offering with the Greater Inglewood Community Development Corporation. Just some information in case you don't know it. My name is Tamora Hughes. I'm the Illinois Small Business Development Center Director at Greater Inglewood. Also, we have Rhea Steele, who's our SGDC Business Advisor. And we have Brandon Bacon, who is our SGDC Business Advisor. So you got the team on the line with you. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. This is being recorded just in case someone wasn't able to jump on. Okay, next slide.
Hey, Tamara, this is Ray. The sound sounds a little distorted. Your voice sound, in other words, the sound just seems distorted. I don't know if anyone else is having.
Yeah, and it's kind of low. I was thinking that too. I was trying to turn my phone up.
Yeah, I think if you turn it up a bit, it helps. But I think there's still some distortion going on.
Okay, I'm just speaking directly into my computer, so I'm not sure why you get the distortion. Is anybody else?
Yeah, Tamora, it's a muffled noise.
Okay, it's not my voice, is it?
No,
No,
it's not
your voice is fine.
Okay, well, let's try another little piece of headphones.
You can try turning your speakers on your computer down. That your volume down, that may help.
Okay, what about now? Is that better?
Yeah, it's better, a little bit better, yeah.
Okay. So my speakers are down. So hopefully that works. Okay. So just an introduction of who we are. The Greater Inglewood Community Development Corporation. We've been operating in existence since 2015. We are a 501c3 corporation, and we support the Greater Inglewood community, but also as an Illinois Small Business Development Center, we do support other communities in the state of Illinois. And our goal is to help people to address some of their economic development, particularly with small businesses and entrepreneurs. So that's our goal, is to do that. And most of our programming is related to that. You'll see our mission is to rebrand, rebuild, and revitalize Greater Inglewood and beyond Greater Inglewood through entrepreneurship, employment, as well as economic empowerment. So those are some of our goals. Some of our key partners that support this effort is the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunities, also the SGDC, and then the City of Chicago, BACP, are some of the people that help to assist and partner with us to fund the activities. So I just want to show this slide. Some people don't recognize the importance of a business plan. And the goal is that you, as a business, you don't want to merely just survive, but you want to succeed as well as sustain. And so basically, when we do this Business Plan Bootcamp, we're guiding you and helping you with the purpose of developing a business plan so that you have a successful business when you're running your business. So that is our ultimate goal, is to be able to do that. And in the long run, we want you to have a business plan that's fruitful, that you're able to utilize the plan so that you can raise the dollars you need to then build your enterprise and to not fail. And many times people don't have a business plan, so they're kind of running blind. They not sure where they're going and what they're doing, and they're just guessing it. And without the plan, you don't have that roadmap to identify when there's a challenge. And so the whole purpose is to create the plan and be able to address your short-term and your long-term needs for the business. So that's why we do this. We've been doing this for a while, kind of like 2016. So we've gone through a series of boot camps and have had very much success stories of businesses that utilize their business plan to succeed. And so we want to make sure that you're successful and that we can guide you through that planning process. Some of you may already have business plans or have started one. So we want to make sure that we're able to help you in reviewing your plan and making your plan sustainable so that you can use it the way it needs to be used. There's a quote here from a venture capitalist, Eugene Kleiner, and basically he said, even if you have all the money you need, you still need a business plan. A plan shows you how you'll be able to run your business, and without the plan, you don't have enough. Without a plan, you don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know, how to measure your progress. And then sometimes after writing a business plan, you may need to change your approach and even decide not to go into a certain business at this time. And we've had several students and participants that they started and they had a great idea. They started working on the plan and then recognized after looking at the numbers and everything like that, decided, you know what, I'm not going to do it this way. I'm going to do something else, So that's the whole purpose of us offering this so that you can recognize if this is the right business you want to do right now. So when we get started and we start our business plan bootcamp, our focus is the the business plan, and our focus is your business plan. So we're not just kind of throwing you out templates for you to look at other people's plans and that kind of thing. We want you to do your own business plan. So there's some work that's going to be involved, but the goal is that you see these key sub heads that we're going to focus on: the executive summary, your business description, market analysis, competitive analysis, your sales and marketing plan, your ownership and management plan, operating plan, your financial plan, and then any additional exhibits and things that can go into your business plan. And of course, if you have a number of pages, you always want to have a table of contents. And the reason for that is if a financial officer is looking at your plan, sometimes they'll hit the executive summary, kind of see, but they're going to really want to look at the financials, and then they may go back and then start looking at some other things. So you want to give them a guide so that they don't have to read the whole plan right away. They can actually hit the components that they're interested in. So I want to show you just a tentative schedule. Sometimes the schedules change, but we try to stick to this schedule so that everybody can participate and be a part. And so in the schedule, and we'll send this out to you so that you'll have it. If you don't have it already, you'll see that each session starting October 7th It will be a Thursday around this time, so 5:30 to 7. And sometimes they end sooner than that, but we give enough time in case you have questions and things like that. And this is, you'll see at each session what we're gonna be trying to accomplish in each session. These sessions go all the way to November the 11th, which would be our end session where we have a bit of a kind of graduation, thing on Zoom, and we're able to kind of recap and get your comments and so forth. So that covers then our 6 weeks. We ask that individuals that really looking at this schedule cannot make this commitment, that to not miss 2 or more sessions. Because it's so quick, if you miss 2, then it's hard to kind of catch up because of the information that we're asking for. And we're asking for you to complete these homework assignments each week so that you have it the following week. So, we're going to send you out prior to October 7th. We're going to send you some more instructions for those that are interested. So we're going to be looking for your company profile. We're going to send you a video for you to review. And then whatever response, if we get those back, then those are the people that we're going to sign up for the training. And be able to put you into a platform kind of similar to like a Google Doc, but it's a little different. And we're going to register you into this platform where you'll be able to access all the documents, all the information, and everything that you'll need in order to complete the homework assignment, as well as to review additional videos through this training. And we'll be recording everything so that if you miss a session, you can go back and look at the recording and have that at hand. You'll notice that in week 3, which is October 21st, we will be giving you access to a software called LivePlan. And on October 7th, we're gonna kind of take a tour of our platform. We're gonna take a tour of LivePlan so that you'll be able to see what it looks like. So that in case you haven't used LivePlan before, you'll have access to that tool. LivePlan we use to kind of eliminate a lot of paper and scanning and emails. Is designed that you're able to go online and you're able to build your business plan, type in your information, and then once you enter your information, then we as advisors are able to actually go back, make comments and that kind of thing, and it'll send it back to you on what we said. So LivePlan is a great tool that we've used, and it has helped a lot of our businesses. And then also you'll see how LivePlan also will allow you to download it to a Word document. It'll allow you to create a PDF. It's going to allow you to create a cover page. So there's some great things related to LivePlan. So we're going to be getting that information to you probably October 14th, so that then you'll have access to it October 21st, so that as we go through the components of a business plan, you'll be able to access LivePlan and to utilize LivePlan to input your information. Then you'll notice that October 28th, we're going to have an expert panel form where some of our experts that we invited over the years will be online so that we can ask them questions, but you'll also be able to ask them questions. So we have a variety of people. We'll have a HR person online. We'll have some funding of financial partners that we work with. They'll be online. We'll, just a variety of experts that'll be online to share, but also be able to give you the information that you need. And then you can ask the questions that you need as well. And then on November 4th is our kind of like elevator pitch, kind of thing. So elevator pitch will give you an opportunity to kind of try it out, be able to do a pitch presentation with the rest of your, colleagues, and then we'll have a panel review. So some of our people, experts that we work with will be online, listen to your presentation, do some scoring, and give comments to you so that as you're going through your presentation and your elevator pitch, basically it gives you an opportunity to kind of get some feedback on what you're planning on doing or what you're doing already. And then, like I said, November 11th, we're closing it out, and you'll be able to have then a few weeks based upon how you finish your homework assignment. We will then send out certificates. So we're asking that when you do your business plan, you have at least 50% of it done. We know sometimes you can't get it all done and complete it by the time we finish the class. So we're looking that you at least have 50% of your plan done that we're able to then issue a certificate. We are available for one-on-one advising at any time. Just schedule an appointment with us. And then also, for those that may feel that this is really not fits into your schedule, we can still do one-on-one advising, and we can do the same training and the same information, but take it and give it to you at a slower pace if that's what you need. So that's the schedule that has been designed. And again, if you're not a one of our small business clients, we ask that when you sign up, that you sign up for one-on-one advising, free advising, that you register, and we'll send this information out to you again. But we need you to register through the Illinois Small Business Development Center so that you can become our client, so that we can give you the free one-on-one advising, and contact us whenever you need to. So outside of that, I'm done. If you have any questions or anything like that, it's open forum. You can ask your questions right now. No questions? Well, okay.
I have a question. I know you said we have to submit. Have we been accepted into it, or is you all are still selecting individuals?
Yeah, so we're going through the process now. So we're gonna be, we sent out that kind of initial pre-assessment registration form. So now what we're gonna do is actually, for everybody that filled that out, we're gonna send out another form, which is kind of like the company profile and a video. And based upon that, you return that back to us, because basically it says that you're committed to being a part of the class and the training, and that you're gonna go through the training, then we'll officially register.
Thank you.
Mhm. Anybody else?
Is it all gonna be virtual or any in-person sessions?
Everything will be virtual for the training. If you require any in-person sessions, then you'll let us know. But everything is pretty much virtual. We can also do virtual one-on-one sessions that we can establish and set up where we just meet with you one-on-one and not in the class. And we can schedule that based upon your schedule.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Any other comments? Rhea or Ray, you have any comments?
Hi, this is Ray Bacon. I just wanted to give you some insights to expand on what Tamara said, because there are things here that are very helpful in giving you the information that you need to, provide a solid business plan. We do have research data available on the activities that you're involved in. So whatever business you're undertaking, we have statistical data as well as financial data, market data, competitive data for that industry. And we can provide that to you to help you kind of frame where you want to be with respect to the activities you want to be engaged in, what your competition is locally as well as nationally, and pricing. These things are all very important. The other thing is that this platform that Tamara referred to, the live plan, it does walk you through all the elements of the business plan. There's videos along and integrated within the plan to help you do that. And the financial data that you submit, all of the data with respect to the different kinds of financial data you need, they're all interrelated, so that when you put something together on your, let's say your startup costs, or put something together on your cash flow, those elements will go into the other elements that are linked to it, okay? So you don't have to keep on dumping data into separate financial statements. It's all interrelated, and that's a big plus with respect to loading data. I also wanted to mention that with respect to the signing up for support with the Small Business Development Center, this also provides you with clear guidelines with respect to where your information is going to be treated, the privacy concerns, the focus with respect to that we do not try to target people to different companies. Okay, in other words, we don't do any of those kinds of things. All right, so we don't do any steering. If we provide you with the name of a company, it's for you to find out information to help you to find out some information to make a decision, not with respect to using that particular company for purposes of getting accounting support for a specific individual or things of that nature. So as Tamara mentioned, I'm an advisor. I'm a volunteer. I've been volunteering in Englewood for 6 years, and my background is finance, but we all work as a team with respect to helping you develop your plan, because that's what really matters is your plan. So this isn't one size fits all, and the information we get up front helps us understand where you're at in the here and now, okay? Because we don't want to leave anyone behind as we go forward. So we can intervene with respect to things that you might not be up to speed on and help you get over those hurdles that might be in front of you. So that's all I wanted to mention. Thank you.
Okay, Rhea? Got any comments?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Glad you could join us tonight. My name is Rhea Steele. I'm one of the advisors at Greater Inglewood. So I just wanted to add what we've seen in prior classes is the collaboration between the team. What we found is you might be in similar industries, you might have some synergies where you can collaborate together. So that's been very positive. You know, one of the things where, you know, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. So we've seen scenarios where teammates or classmates have said, oh, you know, been there, done that, I can help you with that. So you don't have to struggle through that yourself. So that's also a benefit of the class, and there's a great interaction. So I'd encourage you, if you can make the time, it's been very beneficial that we've heard from students that have attended prior to that. And just a little bit about my background, I joined the team in October of 2019. So I kind of talk about first, second, third lives, but my first career is I'm an ex-IBMer. There are a lot of us running around the country now, but I spent 11 and a half years with IBM. So I have experience in working from the corporate side. So if you're interested in, you know, doing business with corporate America, also my clients were the government in the city of Chicago. So if you're looking for government contracting, I can share some experiences with their minority women business owner certification. Again, my background is technology, and also started my own company to do marketing and communication. So I'll spend some time looking and talking to you about your business plan through the technology lens and through the marketing lens as well. So look forward to working with you.
Great, thanks, Rhea. Okay, any other thoughts or comments or anything like that as it relates to the information that we shared with you on tonight? We didn't want to go into great detail. That's why we showed you the schedule, so that this gives you an opportunity to see if this works and is that best fit for you, but also so that you can see how aggressive it is, because it is 6 weeks. It goes very, very, very fast. So we just want to make sure that you're good with it. Rashawn, is that
Hi,
correct?
yes, hi, good evening. Yes, my name is Rashawn. I just had a quick question. Is tonight the only information session you have before starting next week? Because I had someone who wanted to join but was unable to register before today.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is this is being recorded. So we will send out the recording to everyone that we had on the list, that, you know, so if they weren't able to make it, we're gonna send this recording as well, along with the additional information that I shared, and that is completing the company profile and also another video that we're asking you to review. And upon that, sending that back to us, we're going to give you a deadline. And like I said, it goes fast. So we want to get that information back so that we're able to then sign you up on our platforms, so that then you'll have access to all the information. But we'll be sending that out to you prior to the first class. So if there is someone that wasn't able to make it tonight, they can actually review this recording, and then we'll send additional information out to everybody that was initially on our list, and send that to you, so that then it really shows your commitment that you want to be a part and in the class, so that then once we get started and we get you on the platform, then you'll have access to all the information that we're going to be sharing with you in the next 6 weeks.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Sure. Any other questions, comments? Okay, it looks like this is going to be pretty good.
I do have one last comment. The other thing I forgot to share with you is we have a lot of fun. So just wanted to let you know.
Yeah,
So
so it's not
the night
boring.
scene's kind of, you know, administrative, but we do have fun. So the time will be well spent.
Yeah, so it's not boring, and we have enough videos and all that other stuff to provide you during the 6 weeks. And like I said, we ask that look at the schedule and make sure that you can attend the classes and try not to miss too many, because the 6 weeks goes so fast. So we want to make sure that you're able to commit to it. And we have different level of people in the class. So we have kind of the pre-venture, where they're still thinking about what they want to do. So they have to navigate through that. And we have the intermediate and the advanced. So we have several people that are revamping their business plan or looking at things in a different perspective. So there's a different level. That's why Rhea shared about being able to network, because sometimes we've had businesses and they were bakers and restaurant owners, and we had several of them, and they were able to work together on some different things. So you'll find out that you have some more advanced people and some beginning people, and all are able to share their knowledge and their information about what they've learned in the business, and that networking has helped tremendously with our existing businesses. So we're excited about this one. We finished one up in the summer, had a great class, and was able to, most of them got their business plans kind of at a 50%. Some of them are still working on their business plans, which is fine, because that's where the one-on-one advising jumps in. So although the boot camp is over with, that doesn't mean you have to stop. You will work with us and we'll keep it going until you get to a place that you're comfortable and you feel that you're good, in a good position. Because you'll hear from our expert panel presentations, we have a couple of finance people that get online, that they have special programs with the loans and the financial, that if you've taken this class, they give, there's some special things that they got lined up, because they're able to see your certificate. They're able to see that you kind of went through a training. So they have programs for people specifically that have gone through the training, and kind of give you some consideration based upon your finances and based upon where you're at. So that's why we encourage that you go through the boot camp or you go through the planning process, because we do have some connections that really talk about the business and talk about the financial part of your business, and also the projections to be able to know where you're going and navigate. So we got tools for individuals as well to figure out what they plan on doing and how they're going to get there. So there's a lot of information we're going to give you, and most of it is, all of it is pretty much digital. So when we send you files, you're able to download them, you're able to save them to your computer, you're able to access them later. And then we have other training classes, like Growth Wheel is an outside training class, but it's a great class to be able to take you through some processes too. So there's some additional trainings and videos that we've already done, that all you have to do is look at the videos. And then if you have questions, you can always reach out to us and we can answer those questions. So I did have one question with everybody that's on the line before we jump off, is who's kind of pre-venture? Meaning that you haven't done a plan, you're thinking about it, but you really haven't started yet.
I am still pre-venture.
Okay. Anybody else?
I
Okay.
started mine.
Okay, started yours. Alrighty. Any more advanced or kind of like intermediate? You've been in the business a while, need to revamp the plan and get things going?
I started mine, got frustrated with really, and I mean, when I say frustrated, like put it away and haven't looked back at it. So knowing that it can be more interactive and, as Rhea said, fun, that will really help.
Okay.
So yeah, that.
Okay. And that's good to know that, you know, where you're at when we're doing the plan, because then we'll try to engage and focus on tools and activities so that wherever you kind of got, if you started already, but you kind of got stuck, then we'll help you to guide you through that process. Many people get stuck on the competitive analysis when they're trying to figure out who their competition is. That's one. And then the other is the financial, trying to figure out how is this going to work, how much money I'm going to need, and doing those projections. And so we've seen that over and over again, that those are the areas where people kind of say, you know what, I'm gonna put this away, and I really don't have time for it. So that's why we're here, to get you over the hurdle and to assist you so that you can kind of at least be able to put some kind of plan together, and to recognize that your plan changes. So every year, you know, you got to revisit the plan, because you never know. The people that had to go through COVID, you know, latter part of 2019, moving in 2020, some of their plans changed. They had something, but it did not include the things that COVID required for business closures and things like that. And so that's why each year you got to look at the plan and see if it still works, or you got to add something or take something away to make sure that you don't get, you know, stalemate, and that you can still generate the revenue that you need to generate and sustain your company. So,
Oh, Bubba, in the back, in the back.
I got a question.
all right. Any other comments, thoughts? All right.
Is it
Jimmy?
another question? Yeah.
Go ahead, Jimmy. I can't hear you though.
Can you guys
I can't hear you, Jimmy.
catch?
I hear Karen. Now you're on mute.
No. I don't have any more questions.
Okay,
Hi, Jimmy, you're on mute.
Jimmy, you're on mute.
What about now?
Yes,
There you
we can
go.
hear you.
Okay. Well, I'm a hardcore entrepreneur. My plan changes like every 30 days. My end goal is to get a city lot and put a prefab building on it for my studio and my retail space. But sticking to a plan has never worked for me, because I can run into a few people to get me closer and closer, inch by inch, to where I want to be at. So a plan is not working for me. So to think as an entrepreneur with me joining you guys, what can you guys offer a hardcore entrepreneur like myself, who's living ups, downs, sides, and around? I'm on plan B39. So I'm trying to see how I can fit in with you guys in terms of my thinking and the way I'm building things, because I've been an artist for a while, and I've made tons of money, lost tons of money all in 1 year, but I'm still going toward my goal of buying a city lot and put a prefab building on it. Everything's in place. The builders, the architects, the people that are doing the structural designs, everybody's in place. Haven't been paid, but they're in place.
Okay.
How can
So,
plans work for me?
Jimmy, that's a loaded question, okay? But here's the point I think that's relevant, is that what you have to have to get going is there's got to be a balance between your capacity and what it is you want to do. If it ain't balanced, in other words, you don't have the financial capacity to do what you want to do, then we need to make adjustments so that you can get something that's operational that makes sense, that you can grow into maybe a longer term goal. Okay. So it's that first hurdle that's the hardest. And so, you know, to be able to, you know, to be able to be in balance, you have to make sure that what you want to do in terms of a business concept is relevant. Because if it ain't relevant, it ain't going to be sustainable. And so you have to make sure that all of those elements that are important to getting your business concept and mission and forward momentum is really to think through in terms of doing research to validate that. Okay, and we've got plenty of research that we can provide to you that you can use as tools to help you get to the answers that you're trying to achieve. I don't know if Tamara or Rhea would like to add to, or maybe subtract from what I said.
No, I think that's great. I would just add, Jimmy, I have had an opportunity to work with some creatives. One you might be familiar with, his name is Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker. So he was doing a lot of things all at the same time, constantly changing. So what we did was I was the general manager for his businesses. We put a team in place around him so that he could continue to be supportive while we established the plan and moved it forward to come up with some tangible outcomes. So just the food for thought.
One of the things that I say all the time to people is that, you know, you want to do less better rather than more worse. And sometimes, you know, we have clients that, you know, they want to do so many things and they just wear themselves out doing all those things, and they're not making as much progress as they could make if they were doing fewer things a lot better.
Yeah.
I agree.
And also pretty much we recognize that sometimes business owners, they may be visionaries, but they're not necessarily the people that really need to kind of put pieces together. And that's kind of like what Rhea was referencing, is that if you have the vision and you see the big picture, but you don't know how to get there, that's the reason why you have business plans, is because if you see the big picture of a wonderful building and, you know, whatever you're going to do with the building and the galleries and all, or whatever you have in your mind, that's the big picture. But the question is, what are the steps to get to the big picture? And sometimes even the visionary only sees that, but they don't necessarily know how to step by step get into that. And they have to have people that are surrounding them to help them to kind of manage that and be able to do it in increments so that you're not all over the place, but you're able to know that what you're doing is getting you to the big picture, and that you're not saying, oh, well, I want to do this, oh, well, I want to do that, and you're treating everything like a hobby. There has to be, if you're talking about business, there has to be one focus that you're doing. That's why we suggest, even in the business plan training, that you give us, you know, you work on one business and not try to work on 50 businesses, because you're not going to be able to get that done in 6 weeks. But what you will do is kind of get the infrastructure so that if you want to do another business, at least you have the infrastructure to then do another business plan and do something different. So, you know, some of that might be helpful for you when you start thinking about this and the plans that you're talking about, and seeing if the business plan bootcamp is going to help you, is to be able to come into, that's why we started out with what's your vision and what's your mission? We spend some time with that and we ask you what that is so that then we can narrow that down and be able to develop that concept in that business so that as you grow, if you see other things coming out of that business, that's great, that look like another business, then that's another business plan. But at least you'll have the infrastructure on how to put that together.
No, don't get me wrong. I have an online store that's doing well, and everything is art related. The shoes, the paintings, the gifts. JimmyWilliamsOnline.com. If you guys want to take a look at that when you guys get a chance. JimmyWilliamsOnline.com. I can do the business end, no problem. It's just that it takes me too long to get back into my creative thing. So Rhea was right. If I had people that can actually just run with the vision that I've already set up, I mean, if they can just run with it, I can go back into my creative thing and come up with some other stuff that will sustain the art business itself. I'm not trying to get off into art and then the cannabis business. Well, I'll take that back. I just want to read that alone. And I'm serious. And it's all art related. It has nothing to do with any other business, but it's all art related.
Yeah, I understand. Like I said, it was a great and wonderful experience working with that creative talent, and that's where you want to stay because that's where your strengths are. We just need to, like Tamora said, put the infrastructure around you so that your vision can be realized. And what happens is what I've seen, and I don't want to say it's you, but what I have seen is when you try to take that creative and get them in the weeds, the nuts and bolts of getting that infrastructure done, it kind of zaps your energy. So it's very frustrating to you. Well, we got to, put this nail in this hole, put this over here. And you're like, oh no, that's kind of taking all your creative juices and trying to put it in a container. And it's just not making the best you come forward. So if you can share that vision and then pass it along to the right people who can bring your vision into reality constantly, though keeping you updated but not dragging you down into the weeds, that's where I've seen that be successful.
Yeah, that's basically in a nutshell. It takes me too long to get back.
Yeah
Too long to get back.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to recover. You have to, you got to like cocoon and get that all out of your system so you can start to get your creative juices going again. And I've seen that. So I think we can, I've experienced that, and you guys are wonderful. It's exciting working with creative folks such as yourself. We all have our creative juices that flow, but we'd love to have an opportunity to, put that infrastructure and help you move that forward.
Sounds good to me. Like I said, my end game is city lot, building, retail, art, straight to auction house. I don't want to do any of these baddocks and paint billboards. No, I'm going straight from my gallery straight to auction. That's it. I'm just.
Yep.
All right. Any more
I
comments?
understand.
Any other comments or anything before we close this out? Okay. So again, the next step is we have the list of individuals that did the pre-assessment. So now we're going to shoot you out another email, which will ask for you to complete, something similar to what you did with the pre-assessment, but more of a company profile kind of thing that gives us an idea of your industry and what you're doing. And then also we're going to attach a video to that email, as well as a booklet that you may be aware of or not, called Doing Business in Illinois. So it's going to cover a lot of things as it relates to those that have not incorporated yet, and kind of getting started compared to you've already incorporated, you already have the necessary paperwork, You already have your IRS employee identification number, your EIN, and things like that. So this booklet is gonna help to kind of get you started if you haven't. And then we'll provide that information. And then what we're going to do is for those responses we get back, we're gonna actually send you another Zoom link that'll cover the 6 weeks. And so in that Zoom link, you'll be able to access then our calls for the training. And then that first session, we're gonna kind of give you a tour of our platform, a tour of Live Plan, and with that, you'll be able to see the homework assignments that are on our platform, so that, and we'll show you how to download those and turn those back in and all of that. So we'll utilize virtually this platform to be able to do that, and we'll do our training, and any information that you want to share or we need to share with you will happen in those Thursday sessions. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So it looks like we're all good. Looks like we're ready to have some fun. And so you'll get an email from us shortly with the information I just shared with you. And then we'll go forward and get you ready and all set for October the 7th.
Awesome.
Which I believe is like next week, right?
Got it.
Yep. So, all right. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and look out for an email from us, and also look out for the recording of this session in case you want to share it with someone else. And hope you guys come back and be a part of our 6-week boot camp cohort next week. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, have a nice evening.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you. God bless.
Hi, Babette. Love you too.
Hi. How you doing? Love you.
All righty.
All right. Much love.
Good night. Have a good night.